not, Wilhelmina. I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. I am here to kill him. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself to grant him the miserable end he deserves. Or so I'd sworn, but I've yet to find a single shred of evidence. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show for my troubles. If the proof I seek yet exists, 'twill not be so easily uncovered. I suppose there is truly naught I can do. Save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold, that is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence of his crimes, 3 days. I will give you 3 days to find what you seek. I shall wait patiently, though not with bated breath.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
I've just had a thought. 'Tis a curious thing that former arisen yet walk this world. Do their strange powers stem from the time when they were arisen still? I wonder if they were possessed of steadfast wills of their own.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
townspeople depend on me.
Minute now. Not for it.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye o'er it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course. Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on. No progress as yet, then. Sir Augustine is to return to Vermund. Mayhap I ought pretend I ne'er heard that. He and my mother are politically opposed, you see. A fact for which he was effectively exiled. He'll find no safe harbor here. If you mean to escort him, you'd best be cautious, friend. You wish to expose Allard's misdeeds. I know not whether I can assist you in this, friend. Ah, but of course, Patrick may know aught that could aid you. Go to his manor come nightfall. If you say you are in my employ, you should be allowed entry with no issue.
Mayhap I'll come here one of the days. Some of the taking place.
Collect my thoughts. I'd not mind lingering for a spell. When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Don't look to me to solve it.
Lots to do. I've more time than I know how to spend.
That's such peace. Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do we know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
A difficult choice indeed.
I'm just grateful, I guess. Not much going on.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
Allard. Long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated me. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing one would expect from a man who places so much stock in appearances. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and inspect his art collection. Excellent. I will send word to him presently of some urgent matter that requires his intervention. Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and stay alert. We may not get a second chance at this.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life. I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life. Off to market I go.
Lonely place, but not without its charms.
Perhaps this will serve as evidence.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Place to soothe the spirit.
We shall await you here, Master.
Keep my arm strong and my mind sharp.
It ought to be said for peace.
You can identify.
Am I shedding?
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you. This partnership of ours has come to a close. Unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? But what's just as curious is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if you're offering your aid, then I'll gladly accept it. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
I'm not sure what to do with it.
It ought to be said for peace and quiet. It's on me to bear what younger shoulders can't.
Now, where was that coming from?
shame in living life and pleasures.
So many happy voices carried on the wind. Down, bones can't keep up.
Off to market I go.
Oh, please let that patron pick another tonight.
Once the day's work is done,
Could have sworn I ought to attend to.
The sky always puts me in a
always sets me to think.
To keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
The latest tidings was a tragedy.
What are you doing? Quickly now. Once you've got him restrained, I'll handle the rest.
Could use a bit of excitement in my life.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
I do not waste... Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice... Wilhelmina! But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately, there's a window here.
What was that?
Not much going on.
I think 'twould be best for us to make our escape separately. Should we both make it out of this unfettered, let us meet at the Myrmecolian on the morrow. Till then, be well.
in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
I've no time to be social. I do much.
Always sets me to thinking about this place.
My goodness.
Almost wish all could happen to shake things up.
Why is everyone always in such
Try all of mine. I think. What else needs doing?
The rooms as your
Lots to do. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
I'd fain sell you this home of mine. Only don't ask me to lower the price. Much obliged, friend. I have. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
I can't wait to see what. Hey ho, if it were up to me.
My bed calls, and I shan't resist. Time to be heading back.
Pray in, ne'er put gold in my pocket.
I didn't sleep all week last night.
We shall remain here.
If this is fate, 'tis cruel indeed.
That patron's eyeing me, I dare say.
Leery eyes all round. Even long nights ago.
What was the saying?
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
What was that?
should I get up to?
Oh, my joints have been aching something fierce.
He's in the grave.
Shall we get some rest then? I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
Pray in, ne'er put gold in my pocket.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Always the same. They are. Just how I like it. I'm just grateful I get to lead my life.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Always the same. They are. Just how I like it.
Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose here, and I owe it all to you. 'Twould seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing as an accident. I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a fuss of the incident after perusing the evidence you uncovered for me. Shrewd as a den of foxes. I'll give them that. I truly cannot thank you enough. But I want to try. Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do without you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my baudelry will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.